Hello, let me show what we have implemented to support single sign-on in the FIO plugin backend. Let's say, firstly, let me remind you what we have in the design document for the plugin process. Here we have a user who initiates a plugin process through the FIO frontend running in the browser. The frontend sends a sign-in request to the FIO backend. The backend responds with the IDP sign-in page URL. The frontend redirects the user to the IDP sign-in page. Once the user provides valid credentials to IDP, the IDP responds with the access or ID token and the refresh token. The frontend is responsible for creating a local session in the browser and saving the relevant session info. Once that's done, the user gets redirected to a page that is configured for the scenario, presumably the user's page. Now let's see how this works in the backend. The authentication request from the frontend will be sent to the get login URL endpoint. Let's trigger such a request. You see, we get the auth URI. This is located on the Glasswell constellation Asia AD-B2C domain. Along with that, we also get the URL where we will be redirected after login succeeds. In this case, this is another FIO API endpoint that will expose the tokens and info current by the tokens. We have it here. Here we also have Asia AD session identifiers. This. The frontend can't utilize these identifiers to retrieve the tokens from the Asia ID directly. Now let's initiate that frontend. Now let's imitate that the frontend redirects us to the authentication URL. Here is the sign-in page, the one we mentioned in the design document. This one. Okay, let's go on. Now we have signed in and got redirected to the backend endpoint. As promised, This exposes the IDA token and the refresh token. But not only that, you can see the token's time is bearer. Exactly what we expect for authenticating API requests. You can see the information that the token carries, particularly the username, and the token validity period. And also, we see that the token has been verified by the backend internal method. That means that the corresponding RSA public key has been retrieved from Asia ID. The token has been decrypted, and the token content as well as the validity period have been verified. Now let's try logging in again. As you can see, we do not need to provide our credentials again. That means that Microsoft Authentication Library has cached the ID token in the browser and utilized it for the user verification. Okay, now let's see how the token might be utilized for authenticating API endpoint access. For instance, let's try retrieving a user info from the database. You see, we are not allowed to do that. Let's authenticate with the token. Now it works. I suppose the API has verified the token signature and the validity period before allowing the operation. And last but not least, let's log out. Again, the backend will provide a logout URL, which after we log out will redirect us to a pre-specified page. In this case, the page will be the Swagger doc page. They have the redirect URL here. Okay, I'll log out. Let's make sure that it worked. To do that, we will initiate another login. Okay. You see, we got the sign-in page again. That means that we have successfully logged out. But that's it. Feedbacks, comments are welcome. Thank you.